proof that you are the Israelites according to the Bible, and that you need to relate to the Most High, how much you have tried, and repent from your evil doing, in order to get back to your heritage, get back to His word, and teach your people, okay? To warn them that the destruction is coming. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, who shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. That's right, read that again, brother. Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. He will give us, the Most High is going to give us pastors, starting off with our elders, according to the Most High's heart. Okay, he's going to give us men that stood boldly for his name, okay, to teach his word, okay, to lead the elect. Okay, he didn't raise up false prophets. He raised them up only to deceive the ones that wouldn't get it, the ones that couldn't be saved, okay. So he raised up the real prophets, the elders of Great Millstone, okay, along with the other brothers that's down with the truth, okay, to teach the people, okay, the nation of Israel, really, because they're the only ones that can receive the truth, okay, and salvation. But the truth can only be taught to the elect, okay, because of the 2/3 of the truth was blinded, or was taken away from them. Matthew 15 and 24. But he said, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The Lord said he wasn't sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So that's plain. It's plain that the Lord only came for the Israelites, okay? He said it out of his own mouth. And on top of that, multiple occasions. It's not the only place that's found in the Bible where he basically says that he's going to come and save Israel. Okay, the Most High even said that. Even the prophets taught that, okay? The word went on only to the Israelites only. There was Gentiles with Israelite foreigners, okay? That lost their heritage. That was apostatized from their heritage, for their faith, for the Most High, okay?
Yep, that's something for you. This is Matthew 24 and 31. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Yep. Matthew 24 and 31. And he shall send his angels. Yep. It's verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
So when the Lord comes back, the people are going to mourn because their destruction coming. The kingdom is basically going to be destroyed, basically. Okay? That's why the kingdom is going to steady decline. Okay, economically, physically, infrastructure-wise. Okay, morally, more decay or social decay. America is done.
They got all the wars going. It says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
So when the Lord comes back, he's coming back to deliver. No pictures. He's coming back to deliver his elect. Okay, the 12,000 out of each tribe, which makes up 144,000. Okay, he's coming back to redeem them. Okay, from the destruction that's going to partake in America or wherever the elect may be. And he's going to save them through the chariots. Okay, the chariots of Israel.
Yep. This is 1 Peter 2 and 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is a Mashiach Yahushua with eternal glory.
That's why we study to show ourselves approved. That's why we endure trials and tribulations. That's all for the elect's sake, okay? So they can receive the salvation. You see how that's going?
Timothy. This is 2 Timothy 2 and 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. So that roll represents like the scriptures, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He said to go speak to who? To the nation of Israel. Get a shot of the sign? Alright. So we know Jacob is the progenitor of the Israelites. And Jacob's name, okay, was changed to Israel. That word Israel, or Yasha'Allah, means what? He's a prince of the power. So these people are princes to the power of the one true God. Alright? And out of these tribes is going to come an elect. Alright? Or 144,000 that can receive salvation. Okay? And be delivered out of this thermonuclear destruction. So the Lord specifically set up men, prophets, starting with the elders, trickling down to, us younger brothers in all the different camps, that are willing to stand boldly. And the scripture saying, in doing so, in studying and learning and speaking, that we might be able to obtain our salvation as well, Because I don't know if I'm an elect man, but I got to carry and conduct myself as an Israelite man and as a faithful man. Once I learn this truth, that's the way you got to conduct yourself. Being renewed in the spirit. I'm going to start from the top again. This is Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. He said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. As he me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech, and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. So that's self-explanatory, no? Not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. Damn. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
The house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you won't hearken into the voice of the Lord, okay? Which is, by the way, his prophets. Okay, we coming out the scriptures, okay? And that's the Lord's voice right there, okay? We coming out here to teach you and wake you up to who you truly are, basically to the truth, okay? The truth is that America is not your resting place. It's going to be destroyed. That's why I say in Micah 2:10, depart ye, for this is not your rest, for it is polluted, it will destroy you with a sword of destruction. Okay, we're trying to wake you up from that mind state. This is associated with self, philosophies, the doctrine, and the lifestyle of being an American, okay? And basically being wicked. If you call yourself an American, you just wicked. You just call yourself wicked.
It says, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, and they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
And that's clear. That's evident that the Lord's people is not hearkening to the voice of the Lord. Okay, they're not gathering together in multitudes. They're not gathering together in multitudes to hear the word of the Most High. Okay, to try to obtain salvation.
Prophesy the downfall. It says, and that's basically 2/3, man. Because the same things that same hard-headed Israelites back in Ezekiel's time, same Israelites, they got the same attitude, man. They got the same attitude today here in America. They believe they got it made. They believe they got it made in America. Meanwhile, there's a righteous kingdom to be restored. And it's going to be restored whether they like it or not, whether they want to or not. But 2/3 of Israel, they're not in their right state of mind. Clearly. It says, verse 8, Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. What ends up happening when we start speaking the truth? A lot of these niggas out here, they'll get offended. They want to try to fight us. Right? Or that ain't, talking shit. That's one of two things that they do. Try to fight us or talk shit. But they really, like we dealt with this one dude a couple weeks back, he's basically claimed that he had 20 years of knowledge, but he couldn't even break down simple words. And if he was a man of the Lord, what was so important that day that he couldn't come back and debate? He didn't even pull a Bible out. And if he really wanted to get into it with us, I'm sure he had a cell phone. He could have pulled up a Bible Gateway and debated that way.
The thing is, when he left off, he came back.
Yeah, and he came back.
Still right there at the bus stop.
He's right there, yeah.
Because he couldn't stop his word.
Yep. And same thing just last week, you know? That one nigga that came up to the camp, you know? Basically trying to come at the brother behind the camera. Why? Because he was telling him the truth. He was calling him out. He was giving him a rebuke, which he needed. But that nigga stepped up to us, you know? Acting like he was gonna do something. Lord willing, he's dead already, you know?
Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, son Yahweh Shai, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord.
And that's the spirit that the Most High gave the servants, the prophets. He didn't do that to 2/3 of Israel, man. Hey, read that again.
Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
So when people come up against his word, okay, the Lord said automatically they're going to be condemned no matter what logic they come against us with, okay? Because they're not coming out, Isaiah 8:20, because they're not coming out the word of the Most High.
Isaiah chapter 8 verse 20. To the law, to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony.
This is his whole word, okay, which was given to the elect of Israel to teach the nations their downfall.
If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
And that's why we condemn them, because they're not speaking according to his word. Because they're not speaking according to the word of the Most High. That's why they're being condemned, because of their foolishness, okay? What bullshit that comes out of their mouth.
Speaking according to that, the Lord gave us the testimony. Isaiah 8:20. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples.
So it was given to the Lord's disciples, his elect, okay, his apostles, his prophets, okay?
This is Matthew 10 and 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Yep, done. In Matthew 10 and 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. So basically, man, for all those that don't receive the truth, they're going to partake of what? Thermonuclear destruction and torment. You know? Basically, the destruction that Sodom and Gomorrah went through ain't going to be compared to